Hi everyone. This is part 2 of our sewing tutorial in CLO. This video we're going to be talking about free sewing and other types of sewing too. In the previous video we talked about segment sewing and MN segment sewing. And we're going to be working on the same pattern, but I'm going to be showing you how you can use free sewing for seams we were not able to sew using segment sewing, and also how you can use free sewing if it's the sewing method that you prefer. So we have a couple of our seams already sewn here in CLO. You can see the thread lines here, some seams that we just use segment sewing for. If you're not seeing your threads and you want to see them because it can be helpful when we're sewing to make sure we don't have our seam lines twisted, you can always go to the garment display menu and click show threads. That will turn on and off your thread visibility. So I find it helpful to have them on right now. So free sewing is located in the 2D toolbar. It looks like this sewing machine icon with the wavy line below it. And basically, free sewing allows us to sew a continuous seam across multiple segments on the same pattern piece. So by segment, I mean a line between 2 points. And segments or free sewing allows us to sew along multiple segments versus segment sewing was one segment at a time. So we're going to start out using segment sewing on our back collar right here. And this is a good place to use free sewing because we know this is 2 segments right here because we have that point in the middle, and then also 2 segments on our back neckline too because we have that point in the middle. And how how free sewing works is we are going to click on the point that we want to start on. Clicking on, it can either be a point on the pattern or any space anywhere along the edge of the pattern or internal line. But I want to start on this corner point here and then hovering along that seam or that pattern edge until I get to the spot where I want my sewing to end. You'll notice when I started clicking and hovering, I got that little notch attached to my pink line that it's highlighted on. And that notch is the same as our segment sewing notch, basically telling us what side of the pattern the sewing is going to start on. And so you just want to make sure that whatever side you start the sewing on for one half of your seam, you do it the same for the other. That way we're not sewing this half of the collar to this half of the neckline and it's flipped around. So I'm just going to hover across the line until I get to the point where I want my sewing to stop, which is this corner point for this pattern, and click. And then I'll jump down to the point where I want my sewing to start again, the other half of the seam. And because I started on the left side of the collar, I'm going to start on the left side of our neckline. And before I even click, you can see that blue dot highlighting where I am in the 2D window and the 3D window. So I'm going to click and then hover all the way across this line. And then when I'm happy with where my sewing is, then I'll click to finish it. And now that collar is sewn to that back neckline. Some other areas that we can sew using segment sewing is our side seam right here. So we can sew all the way from the armhole to the hem of our dress side seam. And so I'm just going to click to start. It doesn't matter which side you start on, but I'm going to click and hover all the way up that line and click again to finish that half of the seam. And since I started near the hem of the front, I also want to start near the hem of the back. So I'm going to click and hover all the way up. And you'll notice when you're using free sewing that there's this little dark blue dot that appears on your pattern edge. And that's basically letting you know where your sewing would be completely even. So where this first half of the seam would be the exact same length as this half of the seam. So that blue dot is saying that that would be where they're even, which makes it look like our front side seam's a little bit longer than our back. So this is a helpful tool if you did want your seams to be exactly even. But in this case, we don't want our side seam to go up into the armhole, but just so you know what that is. So I'm going to click at the armhole side seam point to finish that sewing. We also have this rectangular pattern piece here at the bottom that's going to be gathered into our hem. And I could use segment sewing for this, but I can also use free sewing if I wanted to. And then I'm also going to jump to the other side seam because there's another type of free sewing that I can use to actually sew this whole side seam together too. And this is similar to the segment MN sewing we talked about in part 1 of this video, but this is MN free sewing. And this allows us to sew multiple pattern pieces together. So basically sewing multiple pattern pieces to multiple pattern pieces if we wanted to, or one or more to multiple. And MN free sewing is located underneath the free sewing icon. So if I hold it down, then I can get to MN free sewing. And it will allow us to sew this pattern piece to this pattern piece all in one seam to the back side seam of the dress and the rectangle. So sewing multiple pattern pieces together on each side of the seam. So I'm going to do the same thing, starting out a similar way that I did to the other side seam, clicking on the point where I want it to start, hovering all the way down the line and clicking where I want it to end. But this time I'm going to keep going on that side seam, that same half of the seam, because we're still on one continuous seam because we're using MN free sewing. So I'll click where I want it to pick back up, and I'm picking back up at the top of the rectangle because I left off at the bottom of the hem, and those 2 points I want them to be touching, so I'm picking back up where I left off, and then click when I get to the point where I want it to stop, and then I'll click enter or return on my keyboard to let Clone know I'm done with this half of the seam. And then I can jump to my back side seam and do the same thing. So this is similar to regular free sewing, but I'm clicking enter or return on my keyboard to let Clone know I'm done with each half of the seam because I could be sewing multiple pattern pieces in the same half of the seam. So I'm going to start at the armhole side seam on the back because I started at the armhole on the front. So clicking, hovering down that line, you'll see our blue dots way over here letting us know that's where it would be even. And it's pretty uneven right now because we still need to include that part. So I'm just going to ignore that dark blue dot right now and click. And then pick back up where I want the sewing to continue, hover down that line, and click to finish. And now I can click enter or return on my keyboard. And now that sewing is done. And I can also use MN free sewing on our armhole here because we are sewing the front armhole and the back armhole into the sleeve head. So 2 pattern pieces into 1 pattern piece. This would be a great spot to use free sewing or MN free sewing versus segment sewing. So I'm going to start at the armhole of the front, click, hover around that line, and when I get to the shoulder seam, I'll click. Not going to click enter yet because I'm not done with that half of the seam, so I'm going to jump to where I want it to pick back up at the shoulder seam since I left off at the shoulder seam of the front. Click, hover around that line, and click to finish. And now I can click enter or return on my keyboard. Now I'll jump to my other half of my seam, which is the sleeve head. And because I started at the underarm side seam of the front, I want to do the same thing on the sleeve. And I can tell this is the front because we have our single notch right here on that side. So I'm going to click, start hovering all the way across that seam, and then click to finish. And that's it for that half of the seam. So I'll click enter or return to finish it. And then I can jump to my other sleeve too. This time I'll just start on the sleeve head, the back of the sleeve, just to do something different. So I'll click, hover all the way across the sleeve, click to finish, enter, and then jump to the back armhole to start it because I started at the back underarm of the sleeve. So I want to make sure I start at the back underarm of the armhole too. So my notches will be in the same spot. Click. And then jumping to the point where I left off. So picking back up at the shoulder seam because I left off at the shoulder seam on the front. click, and now I can click enter on my keyboard. And now that is complete. And let's see, what else do we need to sew together? It looks like just our rectangle into our hem. And so for this, I'm just going to use regular free sewing because we're just sewing one pattern piece to one pattern piece. So I can click whichever side I want it to start on, hover all the way across and click. And we've got our notch on the left, so I want to make sure I put my notch on the left of the rectangle 2. That's where it would be even, but we're gathering, so it's going to be much different. And I'll click to finish that. And then do the same thing for the back. Just making sure my notches are on the same side. Now it looks like everything is pretty sewn together. Don't see any seams missing. So I'm going to turn on simulation mode and we'll see how this looks. And our garment is simulating. We can see everything so far looks good together. Looks like it all sewed together correctly. If you did ever have a sewing line or a seam that looked incorrect after you simulated, like it was getting bunched up or twisted or anything like that, we can always fix our sewing. And that's what I'm going to show you in the next video, how to fix sewing lines and also how to edit our sewing too. And so if you would like to learn how to do that, you can continue on to part 3 of this video.